Hey, good evening, everybody. Welcome into the channel. This video is absolutely not clickbait. It is not here to scare you. It is to educate you, especially new sellers, and even a lot of you experienced sellers. And I don't want to spend any more time talking about it. I want to jump right into it and just tell you guys a quick little backstory and exactly what is happening. This story is not about me. However, it is about a very large, multi-six-figure seller. Somebody who's very experienced and somebody who is a friend, a dear friend of mine, and hopefully this turns out to be a positive outcome and not a negative one. So those of you that are sellers experienced and those of you starting as new sellers, there is something, especially on eBay, but this goes for all platforms, called the VERO list. The VERO list is basically a name for something that a company can do, a brand can do to take down items. The point of the VERO list is if somebody is selling a fake item, it allows the company to contact eBay or submit easily a takedown. So like if you are selling a fake Louis Vuitton purse and you list it on eBay and eBay doesn't catch it, this gives them a very good way to quickly get it removed, right? And so companies like Louis Vuitton and companies like Chanel and other Prada, other big brand names, Burberry, Coaches, all the way down the gambit, they employ people. In fact, they a lot of times employ legal people, lawyers and paralegals and things, sometimes in-house and sometimes as third parties, to patrol the internet, to look for these fake items, to look for inauthentic items, look for people who are abusing the system, sellers who are trying to take advantage of people. And I am all for that. That is 100% awesome. They have to protect their name. They spend a lot of money. It hurts the rest of us. Great. Now, the problem here is eBay offers a VERO page that you can go to, and I'll link it below, but let me caution you, that VERO page is not very good. So companies can be on the VERO page, and a lot of the companies that are on the VERO page will never take you down. They don't care if you sell their product, new, used, destroyed, or otherwise. As long as you're not selling fake goods, it's generally not an issue. They don't care, and a lot of them don't patrol very well. Now, a lot of the companies that do a lot of takedowns, be it for inauthentic or for other reasons, which we're going to talk about in a second, aren't even on that VERO list. So really don't pay any attention to it. It's honestly worthless. I got to be honest with you. There are about 10 known companies that are very, very harsh on their products. They don't want you to sell their products no matter what. We've been down them. Rosetta Stone, Beachbody, P90X, Wallet Ninja, Blue Parrot headphones. There's like 10 of them that are no good. I have a video all about it. You can type in YouTube, Rockstarflipper, never sell these items, and it'll pop up. Now, with that said, people always say, why can't you sell those products? If you legally own it and they're authentic, new or used, first sale doctrine, we have the right to sell whatever we own. And while that's true, you don't have the right to sell an item in a listing monetized online using their logo, their name, and their trademark without permission. Their stock photos, same thing, right? You don't have permission to use their photos. Now, even if you use your own photos, P90X is very, very harsh about it. P90X is owned by Beachbody, Rosetta Stone, Wallet Ninja. They're really harsh. OtterBox is another one, brand new items. I'll explain the OtterBox situation in a second because it makes a big, important part of this video. So a lot of places will just say, you don't have permission to use our name, our logo, our trademark. We don't want you selling our items. At the end of the day, it is the big guy bullying the little guy. It's not fair, but you can't afford to fight him, and you almost will certainly lose in court. Even if you had the money, $100,000, $150,000, to fight and win in court is nearly impossible because you don't have the right to use their information, their logos, their trademarks. And even if it falls under first sale doctrine and you have the right to sell the item, that's completely different. Trademark doesn't fall under the right of sell. So it's convoluted, it's complicated, and it sucks. And that's all assuming you have the money to actually go to court, fight them, and try to win, which just don't, right? Okay, so now let's start in on Chanel. So Chanel is a product that they produce perfumes and whatnot. I did a video about 2 years ago, maybe 3. A gentleman was sued, I think he was out of Chicago or somewhere in the Midwest, for $56 million. The reason he was sued is because he was selling Chanel perfume, Chanel colognes, the testers. Now, they were authentic, they were real Chanel, and he was selling them, and they sued him. And the reason they sued him, and this is the exception, the caveat, which gets people in trouble, The item he was selling was materially different. Remember that word, materially different from the product that Chanel sells. So while it's not fake, it is not the same as what Chanel sells. Why? When Chanel sells you that bottle of perfume, they sell it in a box, a specific box with specific tissue paper and a specific thank you card and a specific bow and a specific presentation. You as an eBay seller, even if you have the original box and the bow and the tissue paper, are not giving the same product that Chanel gives because you can't give that experience. You can't present that same product guarantee. Don't ask me how it works. Don't ask me why it works. That's how it works. Let's take OtterBox and two other companies you guys love, the North Face and Patagonia. They have guaranteed product warranty. So when you buy a North Face jacket, we've talked about this with the zip-up zipper, if it breaks, the North Face will replace your jacket, right? They'll replace your coat. If you buy an OtterBox, a cell phone case, and well, I'm recording on my iPhone, but if you buy that case and something happens to that case, OtterBox will replace your case. It's a lifetime warranty with a lot of these companies. As an eBay seller, you cannot provide that warranty and that guarantee. You're not allowed. And so what you are selling is a materially different, see that word again, materially different product from what the original manufacturer sells and guarantees. And that's how Chanel sues people, and that's how they win. So my friend was given essentially something between a cease and desist and a lawsuit. Now, a lot of people are going to say, oh, there's a lot of scammers who send this stuff through eBay messages. And that's true. People do send competition eBay messages to get them taken down. But generally, don't ignore these messages if you get them on eBay or through email. Contact the company through their own website and confirm whether they actually sent it to you or not. If they did, then you've got problems. If they didn't, then you can ignore it. But if they did, and it's not required to come through slow snail mail, through guaranteed service, the lawsuit would be required to be served to you. A cease and desist or a letter of what they call a letter of demandment is not required to be served to you. It can be sent to you via regular mail, via signature mail, via email. Digital serving is allowed. This particular one came in the real mail to my friend, and it is between a lawsuit over here and a cease and desist. It's somewhere in the middle. It's a cease and desist. They're telling her to stop, but they're also telling her we have these demands or we'll move forward with the lawsuit. So essentially the lawsuit's on the table. So what I want to do is I want to go over, I have screenshots. I've blacked out the important information, and I want to share it with you. I want you guys to not be scared. I want you to be educated. I want you to understand how this stuff works and understand that sometimes there are companies who are just really, really bad about this, and Chanel's one of them. In my professional opinion, be it new, used, authentic, or otherwise, I would never sell a Chanel product on eBay, Amazon, Poshmark, or otherwise. Now, one really important thing to remember about this lawsuit or about to be lawsuit is this involved Poshmark as well as eBay. Not just eBay, Poshmark. And so I want you guys to understand that no matter what platform you sell on, brands can sue you or cease and desist you, whether it's eBay or Poshmark, and they are coming after Poshmark more and more frequently that I'm seeing. Okay, so let's go over to the screen share of this paperwork, and I'm going to explain to you what it says. And then hopefully if you guys have questions or comments or concerns, you can put it down below. Just as a full disclosure, she's in touch with legal representation. She's going to try to make this go away, hopefully work it out with Chanel and come to some kind of agreement, but it is going to cost her money. There is no two ways about it. They're not going to let this go. They never do. They're simply out to collect money. That's all it is. And protect their name. Okay, let's take a look. Okay, so these are direct screenshots right from my phone. I had to mark out some sensitive information, but this was the letter that showed up from Chanel Inc. on their Chanel letterhead. It is legitimate. I checked the address. Now, what you'll see that's interesting is it was sent via FedEx to CARIAD 42 at Poshmark.com. It was actually Carried 42, which is a Poshmark a store name, and a gentleman by the name of George. And it says, Dear George. But this package was actually mailed to my friend who is not George. She's a female. This is the package they sent to her, and they referenced her eBay store. So what's happened here is they're suing a bunch of people, eBay and Poshmark sellers, and they mailed it to her correctly and referenced her name on eBay. But in the letter, they're using the same exact lawsuit, this same exact paper, but they forgot to copy and paste her name up here. So they're going to have to revise it at some point. But anyways, this shows you that they're suing multiple people because they had a lawsuit for this guy, George, on Poshmark, but they went ahead and accidentally sent it to my friend, a female. So George still got his lawsuit, I assure you, his letter, but also my friend did. So anyways, let's forget about that once they get the logistics right. This says unauthorized sale of Chanel products. And it says, I'm writing to you on behalf of Chanel, who, as I'm sure you are well aware, is one of the most respected names in cosmetics and beauty products worldwide. Chanel has invested a great deal of effort, time, and money in promoting its products, which represent the highest standards of luxury and quality. It has come to our attention that you are offering for sale unauthorized Chanel products through Poshmark as seller CARIAD 42. These unauthorized Chanel products include, but are not limited to, unboxed and improperly packaged Chanel Sorcels defining eyebrow pencil and Le Vernis something. I don't know. Federal trademark law prevents you from selling products, in this case, unboxed cosmetics that are different from Chanel's authorized products and passing them off as Chanel's genuine consumer merchandise. Davidoff and C. S.A. versus PLD Intern Corp. 263 F3D 1297 1301 in the 11th Circuit Court of the U.S. 2001, which they're quoting case law there. Among the material differences between the products you are selling and Chanel's authorized product is the lack of any barcode or other identifying information that Chanel includes on its products, and that is provided in order to allow our company to keep track of its goods. So again, they're not disputing that he's selling real product. They're just saying your box doesn't have a barcode on it. Are you serious? Right? Further, by selling products in an unauthorized state, you are not providing to consumers a list of ingredients or contact names in violation of applicable food and drug laws. Are you guys seeing this? Because of these material differences as a matter of law, the beauty products you are selling are not considered genuine, but rather are deemed to be infringing goods because you don't have a barcode or the list of ingredients. Accordingly, your sale of these products violates federal, state, and common law and subjects you to significant penalties, including an injunction, destruction of all remaining improperly packaged product, disgorgement of all your profits, which means paying it out, and payment of our attorney's fees. Again, quoting 15 U.S.C. 1117, Davidoff C., the 2001 case in the 11th Circuit Court, which I haven't looked into. I haven't read that one. I will need to read that one. In marketing a beauty product, Chanel not only is selling the product inside the container, but is also selling an overall image. One is created and presented by the total packaging on which Chanel's trademark appears. The appearance of the product, including the outside packaging, is material to a consumer's decision to purchase. By selling products and packaging that is not identical to the packaging authorized by Chanel, you clearly are degrading the appearance of Chanel's products as presented to the consumer. As noted by the United States Court of Appeals for the Second Circuit, mutilated packaging makes the item less appealing to such a purchaser who runs the risk that the gift will be viewed by the recipient as sketchy. Cheap purchase from an illicit source. So they're quoting another case law from the Second Court of Appeals. In short, trademark goods whose luxury packaging is damaged are materially different from those that are intact. Again, quoting the Davidoff case, here the products that you are selling are not being sold in Chanel's authorized luxury packaging, are being sold in plain packaging, do not conform to Chanel's quality control standards because they lack a barcode or other identifying information, and fail to provide essential information including ingredients in violation of the requirements of the Food and Drug Administration. These material differences establish as a matter of law that your goods are not genuine and that you are not permitted to sell them. Again, see the Zeno Davidoff essay course, 2009. Based on the above and given your clear violation of our rights, we demand that you take the following action. Immediately discontinue and cease the sale of all Chanel products that are not sold in their original unaltered packaging from all businesses under your control and provide written confirmation of the same. Identify the source of Chanel products you have been offering for sale in the unauthorized packaging. Provide us with documents sufficient to identify the source, dates, and amounts you purchased. Provide us with accounting setting forth the total number of unauthorized units of Chanel product that you purchased, sold, and are in inventory. Advise us of your gross revenues. Excuse me. Turn over all Chanel remaining inventory of any remaining unauthorized Chanel products, and remit to Chanel your profits, which means pay them, from the sale of any improperly packaged units of Chanel. We ask for the above requested material undertaking by no later than December 16th, meaning 2 weeks. Letters written without waiver of any of Chanel's rights or remedies, all of which are expressly reserved. If you wish to speak to me directly, you can email me, and then it gives their lawyer's information. Also, they've asked for legal fees on the front page, so clearly they want that as well. And let's come back and talk about this for a minute. So like I said, this lawsuit was accidentally sent to my friend that was meant for this other guy, George. But she was meant to have a lawsuit too, because otherwise they wouldn't have her eBay name referenced on the package they sent her and her information at all. They wouldn't know who she was. So clearly she's getting one. If it's going to have the same description, I don't know. But here's the crazy thing. They're suing, and it seems like their big to-do is over in-packaged or wrongly packaged goods, not the original packaging. Her stuff is in the original packaging with the original ingredients list. I just checked her eBay store. She's now taken them down, but I did check her unsolds, and she has them in the original authentic Chanel packaging. So this just explains that it's the big guy bullying the little guy, and they're going to use any little loophole they can to push you from selling their product. You don't have a barcode. You didn't have the ingredients list. You didn't use the original box. You don't have rights to use our name. They know that first sale doctrine is a thing, and so they do everything they can to shut you down. In this, a lot of people reference my lawsuit against Sprint and say, Casey's a scammer. Casey's he's a bad guy. The reason I was sued by Sprint is exactly the same reason. What you read in my lawsuit online is absolutely so fictitious and so far from the truth, it's not even funny. And that's why another gentleman that was sued, in addition to me, won. He had the money to fight and win. 10 years ago, I didn't have $150,000, $200,000 to fight Sprint and win. I spent 78 grand over 13 months and gave up. Basically, we came to an agreement. That's about all I can say. Nobody won, nobody lost. But the internet would have you believe that I owe Sprint $5 million and committed fraud and all this. It's so far from the truth, it's not even funny. If that all was true, I wouldn't be living in a house that I just got approved for, driving cars that I drive. It's all just them pushing and bullying people, and that's just the facts. It's facts, guys. I don't owe anyone $5 million. I don't have judgments. I don't have bad credit. None of that's true. None of it's true. Sprint doesn't even exist. They're out of business. Hello? I'm not. Okay. Anyways, big guy bullying little guy. It happens all the time. There's nothing you can do about it. And half the time, the crap that they're accusing you of doing is fictional and just complete BS. And anyways, the moral of this story, let me turn a 10-minute video into 30 seconds. Don't sell Chanel goods. Don't sell their makeup. Don't sell their colognes, their perfumes. I'm not telling you to boycott Chanel as a company. I don't want to get in trouble toward a business. I'm just telling you, don't resell their goods on eBay or Poshmark or wherever. They can, will, and probably likely have already sued or will sue more people. Don't be one of those people. Okay, that's my 30-second moral. Don't be scared. Take this as a lesson. Chanel, no good. Chanel, bad. Chanel, bad. Bad. Shame on you, Chanel. All right, have a good rest of your night. I have more videos coming for you tomorrow. Thank you for watching. I'll update you on this story when I have more to update. All right, good night.